me how to dig. Teach me how to dig. Teach me how to dig. Teach me how to dig.
What's going down, everybody? It's your man, Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. And I've been getting some questions, recently about capture cards and what I think is the best and what I use and things like that. And I actually contacted Elgato to see about maybe getting like a discount code for you guys and things like that or whatever. And we're kind of working on that. And Marvin over at Elgato was very, very kind. And even though I already had an Elgato, he sent me one for review. So I ended up helping out a friend of mine that really needed one. And gave them my old one, and then I kept the new one that he gave me. So thank you so much, Marvin. You guys are awesome, and you do make an awesome product. So basically, just to kind of put it in perspective, I have had a lot of experience with capture cards. I have not owned all of them or anything like that, but I have owned a lot of the main ones. My first capture card, actually, when I was about to start YouTube, was I went and got a Dazzle HD or something like that. And to be honest, I mean, that thing's pretty much awful. I wouldn't waste my money on that. I actually had it for a couple of hours, took it right back to the store and picked up my first HD PVR, which is what I used for the longest time. The HD PVR is a very, very good product, but unfortunately it kind of fell behind the times with HDMI and 1080p and all that cool stuff. So I ended up getting a Blackmagic Intensity Pro, which also did not do 1080p, but it did have really, really good quality, and it had HDMI capability. And since I'm using a monitor to game with and stuff like that, having the HDMI feature was a good thing for me. So I started using the Blackmagic Intensity, and then Hauppauge ended up coming out with the HD PVR 2, which was capable of 1080p. It also was HDMI as well and everything like that, so I went and picked one of those up. But unfortunately, I did get it like right when it was released. I'm not saying anything bad about Hauppauge at all. They made an amazing original PVR. That's what the standard was. I mean, most people use that for the longest time. But their PVR 2 kind of fell short for me as far as the software went. It was kind of buggy and glitchy, and I'm sure they probably got that stuff sorted out and things like that, but I didn't really have the time to kind of wait, like post-release for them to get those bugs fixed. I mean, I talked to them and they're very nice people, but I ended up just getting my Elgato. And I love Elgato. They make an amazing product. I'm going to give you guys kind of a breakdown here. I've been using it for quite some time. That super sexy 1080p that my videos are in are all because of this little guy right here. I'm not going to show you the cables and stuff because I already have them hooked up and everything. So I'm just going to show you the actual capture card here. And it comes in a nice little sexy box. But here it is. It's very, very small. I do have kind of like big hands or whatever. And you know what that means, right? Yeah. But anyway, as you can see, if I can get it in the camera here. Okay, so it's very, very small. It doesn't even take up my whole hand. It's about the size of my palm, a little bit bigger than that or whatever, but it's very, very small. It's very light. It's very sexy and shiny and black and stuff. It's got GameCapture HD right there, all that good stuff. But it's very, very simple to use. Right here, we have HDMI in, and then we have AV or audio video in. And for HDMI, you can use your Xbox or, actually whatever you want. I mean, technically you could hook your TV up to it and capture what's on your television and stuff like that. For the AV in, you have to use that for PS3 because PS3 has, I believe it's called HDCP, which is like, it's digital copy protection basically, to where if you hook up through HDMI, you wouldn't be able to record. It's just something that Sony does because they're douchebags, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so you'd have to use the AV in for your PS3, but you could also use it for, the Wii U I believe has HDMI, but the original Wii you can use. I've actually used my Wii on my Elgato, and it actually captures very, very good quality, better than the PVR did, so that's cool. And then on the other side here, you got your HDMI out, which would go to your TV, or in my case, my monitor, and then a simple little USB cable that goes straight to your computer. And I mean, essentially that's all you have to do. You plug in a couple of cables, and it's basically, if my camera would focus, you plug in a couple of cables, and then you install the software and you're ready to go. The software doesn't come in the box. You actually go to, they give a link and you just go download it. We're actually gonna get into the software here in a little bit because there's some features of the software that are actually very, very good and very helpful and amazing. And I really like it a lot, so I'm going to get into doing that in a second, but I definitely would recommend the Elgato, and let's go check out the software so I can kind of give you guys a rundown of how that works. Okay, and we're back. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm actually going to install the software with you guys so you can actually see how easy it is. This is the latest one that's available. it's a very small file. It's about 30 megabytes or so. So even if your internet speed isn't the greatest, you should still be able to pull this download pretty quickly. I'll just go ahead and run through the setup. It's very simple. Next, accept the terms, next, install. And it installs fairly quickly as well. One thing I can say about the software, as opposed to other softwares, when I was using my Blackmagic Intensity, that software did crash on me from time to time, and sometimes it was kind of a pain, and the file sizes were absolutely enormous, and all this stuff. And same thing with the PVR. I did have some software issues with the PVR from time to time. So, so far, I have not had any problems with the Elgato software. It's very, very good. And I was actually part of like this beta testing kind of program that they had going on. Here, let me open up the GameCap software here. I have my Xbox on already, so what it's going to do, it's going to initialize, it's going to find my Xbox signal, and my Xbox will show up on the screen here in just a sec. There it is, boom. Okay, so like I said, I did have problems with other softwares and things like that, and with this I haven't, and I was part of the beta testing program where they added the live streaming portion and things like that, and I did put some input on adding a separate game and mic audios, so you could tweak those however you wanted. But let's get into the settings and stuff. First, I'll go up here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to change this to the path that I have my videos, and we're going to go here, and then captures, and then there. Select folder, boom. So now that's where all my stuff's going to be saved to. That's pretty much all you need to do in this area here. So we'll hit OK. Let that refresh. Now this is something that I really like about this. So I've got my setup for 360 here. You notice that they have the Wii U. This is probably part of their latest update. They've got the Wii U and things like that. So they've kind of already got some settings for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to 1080 because you notice that I have that super sexy 1080p in my videos and stuff. And I put the quality at best, which is going to make a higher file size and things like that. But I have a lot of space, and I randomly will clean out, whatever videos I've already like used, and I don't need the gameplay or whatever for it. So I set that stuff like this. Now this is what's really cool about this software. I don't have to do any kind of color correction or anything in Vegas anymore like I used to. So it does make that a lot easier. If you go over here to picture, there was a video that I found. I forgot who it was. Maybe I'll link it in the description if I can find it. But he found some really good settings for the Elgato color correction. Now, what's really cool about this is not only does it apply to the video that you're recording, but it also comes through on your monitor. So what I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to grab my controller if I can reach it. There we go. And, whoops, okay. So I'm going to stop it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up Black Ops here. And I'm going to let you guys see the difference in the quality as far as with and without the color correction that I'm going to be doing. And I do like these settings. I mean, you guys can, if you get one, you can play around with it and stuff like that. What up, Louie? Like I said, so if you guys want to play with it or things like that, that's up to you. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm just going to go into this. This is good enough to show you. Actually, you know what? Let's go into a local match. And just so you can see the difference in the map. So I'll be back in a second after I've got everything loaded up so you guys can see it. Okay, so as you can see, we're here on Nuketown 2025. And with Black Ops 2, I mean, the quality of the graphics is a lot better than Black Ops 1. But as you can see, it's a little dark. It's a little kind of grayish, not very vibrant and things like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to change the brightness down to -5. We're going to up the contrast to 6, and we're going to change the saturation to 64. Now what you're going to see here is look at how much of a difference that made. The butterflies are colorful, the grass is really green. I mean, everything pops a lot more, and it's just really sexy looking. So all I do is record it like this. I don't have to do any kind of color correction in Sony Vegas or anything like that. I just load my video in. I don't have to sharpen it. I don't have to do anything to it. And that's one thing that I really like about the Elgato software. And not only, like I said, does it go through to the video, but it also goes through to your monitor. So when you're playing, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing these much better, vibrant colors in it. It's really awesome that they have it like that. I don't know of any other capture card that does that. So that's really, really cool. Also, it has this live commentary feature, which this also has to do with streaming and stuff. But you can turn your game volume down so you can hear your audio and stuff like that. You can have it to where it automatically reduces the game sound, but I don't really like that. So I keep that unchecked. And what I do is I just get a good balance between my mic and the game audio and stuff, and then I can record a live commentary. All I have to do is, if you see here, see if I put that on and then do this, now you can see that it's picking up my microphone along with the game sounds and things like that. So all I'd have to do is go down here and hit record. Boom, we're done. Another amazing thing about this is, have you ever been like, not really feeling like recording, but you go and you get a great game and then you're like, man, I wasn't recording and now I have to use theater mode and stuff like that. With the Elgato, you don't have that problem. All you have to do is go down to this little timeline here, back it up to wherever you want, and you can see what's happening and stuff. So I can back it up to here or whatever. And then as soon as I'm happy with where it's at, I just hit the record button and it jumps all the way to where it is live and continues recording until you hit stop. And then it's now got that file recorded. Done. You don't have to worry about missing any games or anything like that. So that's really great. And they've also added this live streaming feature, which is awesome. I'm not going to run through it right now because I'd have to like put in my Twitch stuff and all. Well, what the hell? Might as well just do it real quick. Give me one sec. Okay, so now I'm logged into my Twitch account here, and I'll pick the server with the best ping. So for me, it's West LA. It looks like. So now I got my server picked. You can change what game you're playing and stuff, and then hit the little upload button, and it changes that. Another great thing that it does is it actually tests your internet speed. So I have a 5 upload, and it actually figures out that I have a 5 upload, and then I can pick how much of my bandwidth I want to use. Now, I mean, it's not like I can't make it like 1.23, but it is, pretty customizable, I guess would be the word for it, and everything like that. I usually stream at about 2.5, which is about half of my bandwidth. You can also pick what your max resolution would be, 360, 480, 720. I don't have a Twitch partnership, so I don't need to run 720. I'll just run it at 480. The quality of the stream, it's a little bit grainy compared to like using the Blackmagic or using XSplit or something like that, but they're constantly working on that to make the stream quality better and better and better in the encoding and stuff like that. But it's really neat to be able to just hit the stream button and stream straight from your Elgato to Twitch or whatever. The only other thing that they might think about implementing that I would suggest, because a lot of people like to do this, is being able to add a webcam. That's really the only other thing I can think of that it would be missing as far as that goes. If you could add a webcam to this, that would be great, because a lot of people do like to have like a face cam or something like that. Now, you can use the GameCapture HD with XSplit and have the face cam and all that stuff or whatever. So it's not that it's a real problem, but it would be nice to be able to do that, because then you wouldn't have to worry about XSplit or anything else. You can stream straight from your Elgato with your face cam, with whatever you want to do, and you wouldn't really need anything else. So that's really, really great. And it doesn't take up a whole lot of processing power as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I do highly recommend this capture card. It's my favorite by far. I mean, like I said, I've tried a lot of them. I haven't tried any of the AverMedia stuff, and I've heard a lot of good things about them, but I mean, as far as, cost and what you get out of it and the amazing features that the Elgato has over other capture cards, I wish I would have gotten it sooner, I guess I could say, because it was out for a little bit before I even got mine. But it's an amazing capture card. It's not very expensive. I mean, especially when you compare it to like a Blackmagic or an HD PVR, it's actually cheaper than both of those. So it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't really used the new Roxio HD game cap or whatever it is, but I can't say anything about that. All I can tell you is that I think this is amazing, and they're actually some very good people as well. So if you guys are interested in getting a new capture card, or you're thinking about getting into YouTube and stuff, and you were just curious about what I use and things like that, now you know. And if you guys want to pick one up, they might possibly be getting me a discount link that I will start linking in the description of all my videos, so you guys can go and get a discount. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it wasn't boring. Hopefully it was informational to you guys. This has been your man, Pro Diggy, from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.